Hi there! Welcome to my time-lapse video of painting yellow chrysanthemums in a transparent mason jar using watercolors. These artworks are my interpretation of expressive still life that I find inspiration from, potted plants and flowers in repurposed jars, in a style that is go between loose florals and detailed botanical artworks. As a reference, I have placed here the original photograph that I've taken. I'll be using the wet on dry technique to start painting the flowers. The brush I use is a Filbert No. 1, perfect for creating the soft natural edges of the chrysanthemum petals. I start with the mid-value cool azo yellow to create the first wash. In some places, like the top of the flowers, I use a light value by diluting the paint. I try and keep some white or negative spaces intact within the flowers. It is important to establish the source of light and shadows in a composition early on. Here, the light source is on the right side. However, you will see the flowers on the right side are darker or muddy. That is because of the profile of the round flowers that are facing the artwork. They do not face the light directly. So I use a darker tone by mixing just a touch of some leaf green and burnt sienna to paint the flowers on the left. I also drop in some dilute burnt sienna in the petals to start creating the sense of depth and dimension within the flowers. There will be more detailing later. I switch my brush from a filbert to a round No. 1 when doing the leaves, stems and the rest of the art piece. I experiment with different greens like sap green and hooker's green on the palette and create some mixes with the colors already there. I did not want to use a green pigment straight from the tube and allowed it to mix with some of the existing colors on the palette to make the artwork and colors more cohesive. I adjust the value and chroma of the greens and drop in a bit of cool blue to create some sense of play of light inside the water. Thereafter, I finish painting the leaves on the stem, some above the jar and some inside the jar. You can watch some of my previous videos on watercolors and color theory. Just click on the link above to watch them. I leave the flowers at this stage and allow them to dry. One of the most intriguing challenges was to paint the transparent glass jar. As you can see in the original picture, the transparent glass jar has dull or neutral colors that are a reflection of the objects around it. For the art piece, however, I wanted to play with hues of purple and blue to mimic light and reflections. Throughout the video, you will find some parts where I keep going back to detail some areas that I've dried. After this, I come back to the flowers to add a second layer to the petals. I use cadmium yellow deep for this stage. I try and keep the brush strokes alternating with the wash below in some places for the cool yellow to show through. I also use this opportunity to create some final details and highlights using some darks and neutrals. The real magic for me happened in the final touches, adding highlights to the flowers with a touch of burnt sienna to create shadows and depth, giving the blooms a more realistic feel. I think one of the key lessons is always to trust the process and stick with it. See where it goes, and you may be surprised in the end. And with that last bit, I feel the artwork is more or less complete. If you like painting with watercolors or any medium, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you would like to see more of such videos of painting potted plants or flowers in jars, do give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching.